Is the bucket strategy suboptimal for retirement plan? All right, so a guy just emailed me an article. I forgot the guy's name. Anyway, he emailed me an article that he had came across from 2019 by a CFP who teaches investments or financial planning or something like that. Talk about how the bucket strategy is suboptimal. And I always chuckle at these. I always chuckle at this kind of stuff because it's truly suboptimal. It's true if you look at it in the incorrect context. All right, just as an FYI, this is my last time in Hawaii here today, so we're leaving. You can see behind me. Look at that. We're at the Disney Aluna, whatever it's called. It's interesting when you go to you can see the Pacific Ocean out there. Yeah. When you go to Disney, it's cool. When your kids are older, though, we've just gone to Disney because, we have young kids. When you go to Disney, though, and your kids get older, it's not, it's nice, but you just forget that you don't really need to be in Disney when you have older kids because who cares about the character breakfasts and all that? It's just kind of funny. One thing we do like about Disney is they take food allergies pretty seriously, but we didn't really eat here anyway, so. But I like it for sure. I'm ready to get home, man. I miss my house. I love my house, and I miss my dog, something wicked. So it's going to be a long flight. Got to lay over in Los Angeles and get home. Whew. I miss my dogs. We all miss the dogs. Right. So the problem with suboptimal portfolio financial planning context is it always makes the assumption that past performance is indicative of future returns. And you can't make that assumption when it comes to retirement, man. You can't. So yes, it is suboptimal if we're looking at it from a pure context of growth. You see what I'm saying? So what they're saying is a total return portfolio, which means 60-40 portfolio. You have it on automatic rebalancing, and so as such, the markets go down, you're rebalancing when the markets are down from your bonds and all that stuff. Look, at the end of the day, that's irrelevant when it comes to retirement. Decumulation mode is different than accumulation mode. And the thing that's crazy is the guy had written in his article, the reason why the bucket is suboptimal because it doesn't take advantage of the proven success of buying low, i.e. a total return portfolio, which basically if you look at a life strategy growth fund, we'll just use that, or any kind of target fund, or any kind of a fund that rebalances, it automatically rebalances when something gets out of whack, i.e. you have a 60-40 portfolio, stocks fall to 50% because the market got killed, bonds are now 50%, so automatically there'll be a trigger that makes it rebalance back to 60-40. So in theory, you're buying stocks on the low end, you're selling bonds on the high end. And that you don't get that in a bucket portfolio. And that's proven. But this isn't scientific. This is what drives me crazy. It's proven to this extent that, yes, in the past that has been proven to be true. Was that proven to be true in Japan? Was that proven to be true in the Great Depression? You see what I'm saying? I mean, yes, on average, 1926 till today, small cap value stocks have outperformed. Okay, that's fine. But I've talked about this a million times on Sunday. So so to be optimal, we should have more of a weight towards small cap value stocks. That's freaking stupid, man. I've told you this before why that's dumb. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, you can do it. I'm not going to yell at you. But to say, well, in the past, small cap value stocks have outperformed, thus it's optimal to have more exposure to small cap stocks than large cap value. I'm sitting there thinking, yes, historically that is proven to be true from a historical perspective. While I'm accumulating assets, while I'm decumulating, though, I cannot afford the market decline of a 57% or 54% decline of the S&P 500 from 2007 October to March of 2009. I can't. Regardless of the optimal exposure or not, I can't do that. Because remember, the optimal exposure says if I were doing that, I'm still pulling money out of the portfolio. So not only am I down 54%, but I'm pulling money out as well. And the 4% rule, did it ever look at a 54% decline? Frankly, I bet it didn't. Given the context of low interest rates on bonds, I bet it didn't. To be honest, I don't know. Wade Pfau has done, Blanchett have done research on this, even Kitsis, I think. They talk about given today's interest rates, your 4% rule is like 3.2% today. So what is optimal? Well, it's proven. Okay, but it's proven by running out of money. Second point you got to think about too, the overall ability to go to bed at night. Man, stop this optimal crap. That's just, it drives me up the wall. That has no basis in suggesting a retirement portfolio. Says, well, this is the optimal strategy. That's just freaking crazy man talk, man. The optimal strategy is, can you go to sleep at night? That is what makes a portfolio optimal. Can you sleep at night? Well, Josh, you're missing on upside. I don't give a rat's butt if I can go to sleep at night, not worry about it. That's what makes a bucket strategy so genius. Yes, it is suboptimal when it comes to the overall total return portfolio of the historical rates of return. Okay, whip-de-flip-and-do will allow me to sleep at night knowing I have a bunch of cash sitting on the side while the markets are going crazy. Yes, it will. On top of that, how do I know it's optimal? Well, historical returns. Okay, historical returns in 1989 in Japan, that worked out real well, didn't it? That's what drives you up the wall. The optimal approach is always assuming the past is future. It's just not, man. But what we do know is cash will always be king. It's having money at the ready to spend when the markets go crazy will always be optimal in terms of your ability to sleep well at night. That's what makes retirement planning portfolio optimal. Can you rest assured that, hey, I got enough to see me through 3 to 4 years? That is optimal. All right. Wish me safe trips. We'll see you back in Georgia. Thanks.